That very mechanism yesterday saved me from stepping on a snake as I was hiking down a mountain, and I was very close to stepping on it. That was a great use of stress. So
Exactly.
we're in favor of appropriate uses of stress, life-saving
Absolutely.
uses.
Absolutely. On the other hand, if you're stuck in traffic and your blood pressure is 180 over 120, you're not saving your life. You're suffering from stress-induced hypertension. So I think the point that he makes there is that stress has a biological purpose as a survival mechanism, but it's generally detrimental to human health. As we all know, that sudden high blood pressure may be saving you from stepping onto a snake, but the prolonged high blood pressure and other physiological phenomena that are associated with stress and anxiety are detrimental to human health. And that seems to indicate that stress and anxiety are generally bad for students. So one question I have for both of you, and that I'd like to resolve in my own mind as I rethink what I'm going to do next year in my class is, should we endeavor to eliminate all aspects of a course that cause stress?
We don't want our students in survival mode all the time, though, because you're right, over long periods of time, it is not good for us. I think the one thing that I'm learning, and I don't know, Eric, I don't think I put this in my bio, but I went back to school like 2 years ago. I took a sabbatical and went back to school and I became a student again. I wanted to see how mathematics works in nuclear engineering. So I'm just doing something fun, and it's got a little bit of stress associated, but it's a fun stress. So when I'm thinking about the stress, like the stress gets me to work, right? It gets me up in the morning. It gets me in my car. It gets me to class. I mean, a little bit of stress helps me prepare for a presentation so that I'm motivated to do it. But too much stress can also cause that anxiety that is not helpful and actually can cause a hopelessness. As a student, what I'm noticing, and this is what I've been trying to implement in my classes since I've worked on this project with Rob, is like, if the students know that they have someone that has their back and there's resources there, they can handle the challenge. When I knew that my teacher cared enough to meet me on Zoom or in his office, when I was struggling learning neutronics or something about physics that I could probably have turned to you for, I was like, it was comforting to know that he had my back. He was going to let me come see him. He wasn't so busy that I wasn't going to be able to ask him some homework questions. So even though I was stressed out the night before about my homework, knowing that I could go to his office the next day and he was going to greet me kindly and want to help me, and it was like, oh, well, this is okay.